Climbing, as a sport and pursuit, has a rich history filled with remarkable achievements, inspiring stories, and daring adventures. From the first ascents of iconic peaks to groundbreaking feats of human endurance and skill, climbing news of all time encapsulates the triumph, tragedies, and incredible moments that have shaped the world of mountaineering. So, in this video, we are going to talk about the top climbing news of all time. The video is going to be astounding, so make sure you stick to the end. 10. Climbing is part of the Olympics. Climbing has become part of the Olympics as a competitive sport. Climbing debuted at the 2020 Summer Olympics, held in Tokyo, Japan, but was postponed to 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Including climbing in the Olympics marks a significant milestone for the sport, bringing it to a global audience and recognizing it as a competitive discipline. The combined scores from bouldering, lead, and speed climbing determine the overall ranking for each climber, and medals are awarded accordingly. Climbing in the Olympics has brought greater attention to the sport and its athletes, further popularizing climbing internationally. It provides an opportunity for climbers from various countries to showcase their skills and compete at the highest level on the Olympic stage. 9. First winter ascent of Nanga Parbat. The first winter ascent of Nanga Parbat took place in January 2016. The successful winter ascent was led by Italian mountaineer Simone Moro, who was joined by his countryman Tamara Lungar and Ali Sadpara, a highly skilled Pakistani high-altitude climber. This trio and other team members made history by reaching the summit of Nanga Parbat on February 26, 2016. Before this ascent, Nanga Parbat was considered one of the most challenging mountains to conquer during winter due to extreme cold, high winds, and heavy snowfall. The successful winter ascent of Nanga Parbat remains a remarkable achievement in the world of mountaineering, and it paid tribute to the courage and skill of the climbers involved. 8. Messner climbing Everest without oxygen. Reinhold Messner, the legendary Italian mountaineer, achieved a historic milestone in the world of mountaineering by climbing Mount Everest without supplemental oxygen. This remarkable feat took place on August 20, 1980. Reinhold Messner, known for his bold and daring climbing style, had already established himself as one of the most accomplished climbers of his time. Messner is the first person to summit all 8,000-meter peaks, also without supplemental oxygen. On the fateful day in 1980, Messner and his climbing partner, Peter Biller, embarked on their ascent from the north side of Everest in Tibet. The duo faced harsh conditions and extreme physical challenges while pushing up the mountain, but despite the odds, they managed to reach the summit without the use of bottled oxygen. 7. Lynn Hill climbing the nose. Lynn Hill's ascent of the nose on El Capitan is one of the most significant and iconic achievements in rock climbing history. Lynn Hill, an American climber, made history on September 6, 1993, when she became the first person to free climb the nose on El Capitan in Yosemite National Park, California. The nose is one of the most famous and challenging climbing routes on El Capitan, a massive granite monolith that stands approximately 3,000 feet tall. Before Lynn Hill's ascent, climbers had reached the summit of El Capitan using 8 climbing techniques, which involves equipment and gear to assist in their uphill progress. However, no one managed to climb the nose entirely free, using only their hands and feet to ascend the route until uphill's historic ascent. 6. 1996 Everest Tragedy. During the 1996 Everest climbing season, a combination of factors including adverse weather conditions, inexperienced climbers, and overcrowding on the mountain contributed to a series of unfortunate incidents that resulted in the loss of many lives. A severe storm that struck the mountain on May 10, 1996 was the primary event that garnered international attention. Several climbing teams, including those led by experienced guides Rob Hall and Scott Fisher, were caught high on the mountains when the storm hit. Communication challenges and exhaustion due to the high altitude made the situation even more perilous. Several climbers from different expeditions lost their lives during the 1996 Everest season due to the storm and the other complications while attempting to reach the summit. John Krakauer's book, Into Thin Air, is about the events that unfolded and his eyewitness account. 5. Dawn Wall Ascent. The Dawn Wall ascent is another remarkable achievement in the world of rock climbing. It refers to the first successful free climb of the Dawn Wall route on El Capitan in Yosemite National Park, California. The historic free climb of the Dawn Wall was accomplished by two American climbers, Tommy Caldwell and Kevin Georgeson. They began their groundbreaking ascent on December 27, 2014, and the world watched as they tackled the challenging route. On January 14, 2015, after 19 days of intense effort and multiple attempts, Tommy Caldwell and Kevin Georgeson completed the first free climb of the Dawn Wall route. The feat was captured in the 2017 film The Dawn Wall. 4. Margo Hayes climbing La Rambla. Margo Hayes, an accomplished American climber, made history in 2017 with her ascent of La Rambla, a challenging sport climbing route in Girona, Spain. On February 26, 2017, after weeks of effort and dedication, she successfully red-pointed, climbing from bottom to top without falling on the route, becoming the first woman to achieve this feat. Hayes' ascent of La Rambla was groundbreaking, as she demonstrated exceptional climbing ability and shattered gender barriers in the climbing world. Her achievement showed that women could perform at the highest level in sport climbing and compete with the best male climbers in the most challenging routes. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. 3. Willy's tech speed solo on Eiger North Face. In 2008, Willy Steck made history by solo climbing the Eiger North Face incredibly fast and efficiently. A speed solo means climbing alone and without ropes or other protective gear, which is an extremely risky style of climbing. It requires exceptional climbing skills, an intimate knowledge of the mountain, and precise decision-making. He climbed the route in 2 hours and 47 minutes. Steck's ascent of the Eiger North Face was genuinely awe-inspiring. He tackled the challenging terrain with incredible speed and precision, moving quickly through technical sections that would typically take multiple days for most climbers. His mastery of movement on the rock and his ability to maintain focus under such extreme conditions set him apart as one of the greatest alpinists of his time. 2. Alex Honnold's free solo freerider. Alex Honnold's free solo ascent of freerider on El Capitan in Yosemite National Park, California is one of the most extraordinary and daring achievements in the rock climbing history. On June 3, 2017, after meticulous preparation and practice climbs, Alex Honnold embarked on his free solo attempt of freerider. He moved swiftly and confidently up the massive wall, tackling delicate sections, tiny holds, and challenging pitches without the safety of ropes. The sheer audacity and skill displayed during his ascent left the climbing community and the world in awe. The achievement was documented in the critically acclaimed film Free Solo, which won an Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature in 2019. 1. Sir Edmund Hillary climbing Everest. Sir Edmund Hillary, a beekeeper from New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay, an experienced Sherpa mountaineer, were part of the British expedition led by Colonel John Hunt. On the morning of May 29, 1953, Hillary and Tenzing set out for the summit from their high camp at the South Col. They climbed through challenging and treacherous terrain, overcoming the Khumbu icefall, the Lhotse Face, and the challenging Hillary Step. The final stretch to the summit involved a narrow and exposed ridge leading to the highest point on Earth. After an arduous and grueling ascent, at approximately 11:30 a.m., Hillary and Tenzing stood atop Mount Everest summit, becoming the first confirmed humans to reach the highest point on Earth. Their achievement was a momentous milestone in mountaineering history and a moment of great pride for both New Zealand and Nepal. So, that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon.